Hi guys, this is Dr. Mo's blog. Um, I urge you to like my videos and subscribe. If you enjoy them, please like and subscribe. Subscribe to help my algorithms. In the last video, we talked about the innate immune system, and our focus was on the barrier component of the innate immune system. But there's also the cellular component of the innate immune system. And that is what is going to be our focus today. Now, apart from the innate immune system, we have the adaptive immune system, which is a more advanced system that uses more advanced weaponry to tackle foreign invaders. But today we are going to be talking about the cellular components, the soldiers of the innate immune system. Now, these soldiers are there are two types, main types of these soldiers. The first component are the monocytes. Now, the monocytes, actually there are three. The monocytes they have only one nucleus. So that's why they are called monocytes. And a monocyte is usually considered to be an immature form of a macrophage. So the population of those one nuclear soldiers, you have the monocytes, which are like cadets in training, and you have the macrophages, who are fully trained and mature soldiers that are ready for action at any time. The second group of cells in the innate immune system are called the polymorphonuclear leukocytes, a mouthful. Now they are called this because even though they have only one nucleus, this nucleus tends to be broken into different segments, 3 to 5 segments that are linked together, but it's just one nucleus. Now, this group, we have about three different subpopulations of this polymorphonuclear leukocytes. The first one, which are called the neutrophils, I would like to call them, for simplicity, for the layman to understand, I would like to call them the white berets. Okay? Now, the second group in this population we would like to call the eosinophils. These eosinophils, we will call them the red berets. And then you have the basophils, which I would like to call the blue berets. Now, I'm calling them this because the basophils will take up blue dye when they are stained. The eosinophils will take up red dye when they are stained. And the neutrophils don't take up any dye at all. So that's why I call them the white berets. So these are the three groups of the polymorphonuclear leukocytes, PMN. Now, the final group of cells are lymphocytes that form part of the innate immunity. Usually, most of the lymphocytes are members of the adaptive immunity, but natural killer cells are lymphocytes that work with the innate immune system. They are called the natural killer cells. Now, natural killer cells, I would like to call them ninja cells. I call them ninja cells because they are usually called in for special forms of duty. Okay, so now let's go over it again. So the initial, when there's an invader, what you have is that the monocytes and the macrophages are usually the first to come in contact with these pathogens. That is because you have two subpopulations of these monocyte macrophages. The first ones are the guards, border guards. So they are stationary, they are border guards, they remain in one location and man border posts. So these group are called either histiocytes, microglia, depending on the location. And they are also found in large amounts in the liver. These are the stationary ones. Then the ones that are mobile are called the macrophages. So what happens is that when there is a foreign invader that has beat all those barriers which we mentioned in the last video, the first people they come in contact with are the histiocytes and the macrophages which are moving around. Now, once they come into contact with this bacteria, they engulf them. They engulf them, and after engulfing them, if they have successfully engulfed all of these foreign invaders, it may end up there. But when the attack keeps coming, they begin to sound the alarm. So they will sound an alarm, and this alarm comes in form of chemical signals, which we call cytokines. They release these cytokines, which now go to sanctuaries where the other cells of the innate immune system are located. And when the leukocytes or the white berets, the blue berets, and the red berets, when they get these signals, they begin to multiply in great number and begin to head towards the point of attack. Now, usually in infections, the population of the cells or the soldiers that usually come in during a bacterial attack are the white berets or the neutrophils. So they come in large numbers and they go and into the battlefield, as it were, and begin to attack these invaders. And most of the time, they are able to defeat them and prevent further attack. So that's the first thing they do. The second thing is that after they have killed this bacteria or fungi, as the case may be, they package them in what I would like to call special body bags and present it to the adaptive immunity. Now, when they present this to the adaptive immunity now will study them and produce special purpose vehicles, missiles, and special chemicals that will neutralize this specific organism if another attack is initiated. So this is a specific form of immunity that comes from the adaptive immunity, and it is the innate immunity that first kills these organisms, packages them in a way that the adaptive immunity can work on them. Now, what of the red berets? The red berets are usually called in when there is parasitic attack. So the red berets or the eosinophils are more involved in attack of parasites like worms and other endoparasites that are likely to try to invade the body. So the red berets, their work is to attack parasites. Now the blue berets or the basophils have a controversial action. Their function mainly is in allergic reactions. So when there is a substance in the environment that the body doesn't like, that one is allergic to, it is the basophils or the blue berets that will spring into action. Okay. Another work that the macrophages do is that they are the demolition guys. Okay. So after the warfare and the battle has won, has been won, they come in and to the battlefield and mop up, okay, all the debris and all that would have been left lying around. So these are the functions of the macrophages, the monocytes, the neutrophils or the white berets, the eosinophils or red berets, and the basophils or blue berets. So that is the main function. That's the way uh, the soldiers of the innate immunity work. Their work is they are the first line of attack when there is an invader. After they have attacked and killed these invaders, they now package their carcasses in a special way and send them to the adaptive immunity, where the adaptive immunity can form specific antibodies that can target these uh, invaders more effectively. Another function of this innate immune system, these cells of the immune system, is the chemical signals that they produce. So they produce a lot of cytokines, and these cytokines will flow through the blood and reach the sanctuaries where cells of the adaptive immunity and the natural killer cells are located, and recruit them and ask them to come. Now, the natural killer cells are another subpopulation. I call them the ninja cells, because they carry out specific activity. They are more involved in the innate defense to viruses and to cancer. So they are the ninja cells. They are able to attach themselves to viruses and to cancer cells and even to bacteria, and then kill them. So that is how the innate immunity works. In the next video, we're now going to be talking about the adaptive immunity, how the adaptive immunity works. Thank you very much for listening all this while. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that if I produce another video, you will be notified. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.